Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for July the 7th. We're going to pull cards for each sign, so that's going to be a quick way for you to check your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign. Whoops, there goes some cards. We'll have to pick them up. Sun sign, rising sign, moon sign. What's the general message of the day? Looks like a lot of us are going to feel like being out and about and being around other people, doing things that we want to do, things that we feel impassioned about. So that's general just for everybody for it to fall out like that before we start looking at signs. I like that. That's good energy. All right, so what I was saying, sun sign, rising sign, moon sign, Jupiter sign if you want to know what's expanding in your life, Venus sign if you want to know about money or love, Capricorn sign if you want to know where you're being disciplined, Jupiter sign if you want to know what's expanding in your life. So we have lots of flavor. If you know where your planets are placed, there's lots of flavor that you can pick up for the day by watching something just real quick like this. So let's get started. Aries. What we have showing up here is collaboration with somebody else. So working together with somebody else is showing up as a theme today. We like that. That can be romantic, but it also could have to do with work or with friendship as well. Taurus, you're up next. Nine of Air in reverse. This is one of those cards I like better in reverse than right side up. This just basically says that you're finding some stress relief. You're losing some tension. I feel like you've been feeling like you're under tension for a little while, and this is just the lifting of that. You're finding some way to release that, and I feel like you may be finding a very active way to release that. Now, Taurus, don't go keying anybody's car or anything. Let's look next at Gemini. Geminis, you guys have the Four of Fire showing up in reverse. Four of Fire in reverse just tells me that you guys are maybe actually moving away from home today. And when I say moving, I don't mean like a permanent move. This is, leaving for a business trip or leaving on vacation. The Four of Fire also for me can talk about if you're in a relationship, this can talk about taking a break from that relationship. When this break shows up for me on a Four of Fire in reverse, that means that that break is temporary, that you will be coming back to this relationship, whether you know it right now or not, if that's the way that it applies to you, Geminis. But for a lot of you, this is somebody just leaving the nest. Maybe you're leaving the nest, maybe somebody in the family is. This can also be like somebody in your workplace who is going to a different job or leaving on vacation. But basically, somebody is leaving the nest, or you may be taking a break from some type of relationship. Okay, so a couple ways that that can manifest. Most of you, it's going to be about somebody leaving the nest, though. Cancers are up next. Cancer, you guys have the Eight of Air in reverse. I like to see this. This is my breakthrough card. This is a card that talks about having a situation where you have felt very limited or restricted and then realizing, wait, it's only my perspective that's limiting me or restricting me. It's not anybody else limiting me or restricting me, and just breaking free of those limits or restrictions. So we like to see that, Cancer. Good, good. That's nice forward progress. Next up, Leo, Leo, Leo. Somebody else got this card yesterday. I don't remember who now. But Leo, you've got the Tower card. This just means that something that makes you feel safe and secure that you thought would be around a long time is now suddenly and unexpectedly being pulled out of your experience today. Now this can be a little bit breathtaking. It can take a minute to get your legs back under you after whatever this is happens, just depending on the scale of it. It doesn't even have to be that big. But sometimes, I'm going to be honest, sometimes it is. And what this is basically is Spirit saying, you know what, you've become stagnant. You're not trying to grow. You're not trying to expand anymore because you feel so safe out of the tower. You're afraid to come out of the tower. You feel safe up in there. So Spirit's just taking it upon themselves to get you out of that tower so that you can look for something where you can grow and expand, so that you can quit stagnating. So this is just the beginning of the story where things start to be, a little breathtaking and insecure, but it propels you forward to look for something that's going to replace that thing that made you feel secure before. And as you're propelled forward to replace that, what you're finding is that there are a lot of options out there that are actually better than what you had before. Okay? So you'll end up overcoming. Just today might not feel like the best day, but it's the beginning of a really good process. Next up, let's look at Virgo. Virgos, you guys have the Ace of Fire showing up in reverse. Ace of Fire in reverse just means that you are not feeling, Spirit is saying you're not feeling it. To put a little more detail on that, it just means you don't really have any motivation today. You don't feel like doing anything. You just feel like chilling. You may not even feel like getting out of your PJs. So just a chilling type of day, not feeling like doing anything, having no energy and no oomph, no want to. All right, next up we're looking at Libra. Libra, you guys have the Hierophant showing up. I think Pisces had this yesterday. Hierophant for Libra just means that you are moving into some type of contract or commitment. So this could be anything from exclusive relationship, getting engaged, getting married, buying a house, buying a car, anything that you might want to sign on the dotted line for could be coming up here. Okay. Next up, let's look at Scorpio. Okay, fellow Scorpios, what do we have? Queen of Air. I feel like this is somebody that's in our sphere of influence today. So this could be an air sign female, but, and yes, I do think it's going to be a female, whether you're male or female watching this. This is definitely going to be somebody, whether they're an air sign or not, who really likes to logic things out, to think things through. They may have a tendency to overthink things sometimes, but they're really good at making solid business decisions because they don't let emotions cloud those decisions. They really just stick with the facts. And I feel like we may be getting some advice from a person like this, from somebody who's looking at something in a very detached, logical type of way. So we may be getting advice from someone like this. This can be somebody who's an accountant or somebody who's a lawyer, or it could even just be a good friend who's able to really look at things in an objective way. All right, so that's for Scorpios. Next up, Sagittarius. Page of Water showing up in reverse. Page of Water in reverse just means you're letting somebody know how you feel about them today. Pretty cut and dry right there, actually. Capricorn, you're up next. Love, love, love. All we need is love. Okay, so you've got the love card showing up here, and this is just saying basically that there is a decision that you have to make today, and that decision has to do with love and with what direction you want to take with your love. So for some of you, Capricorns, you may be deciding, do you want to move forward with a relationship, or would you rather focus on whatever is the activity that's the love of your life? Sometimes there are people who really fall in love with what they do to the point that if the love of a person starts to distract or interfere with that, then that person has to go. So this is what this is coming across to me as you have a decision to make today, Capricorn. Are you going to choose what you really love in life, or are you going to choose a person who, if you choose that person, you may get to do less of what you really love to do in life? What is that choice going to be? And that's going to be completely up to you, Capricorns. Okay. Next up, we have Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, what we have showing up for you is the Nine of Water. This is telling me that today you're feeling very emotionally satisfied, happy, fulfilled. I really like to see this card. It is all about emotions, and it is a very good place to be. So you've done something that's making you feel really, really good. All right, so that's Aquarius. Next up we have Pisces. Pisces, you've got the Three of Air showing up in reverse. Three of Air in reverse. Just feeling into this for a minute. I do feel like there's something coming along that is making you feel not sure I can find the right word. I think sad is too strong. Wistful. Wistful is the word I'm looking for. There's something that I feel like you're missing something or someone. No, I won't even say you're missing them. I just feel like there is a time in your past that when you look back on it, you miss that time more than a person. You miss that time in your life. You know, so maybe it's that you're missing that time when you were a child and you had no responsibilities really. Or maybe you're missing what it was like when you first got married to your spouse and how things felt then. You know, there's a lot of things that we could fit into that box, but it looks to me, Pisces, like there's something that you're feeling wistful about. W-I-S-T-F-U-L, wistful. All right, I know some of you needed me to spell it. I know not all of you did. But for the ones who were saying that, there you have it. Thank you guys very much for being here today and spending some of your precious time with me. I do appreciate it. Excuse me, frog in my throat. I also appreciate all the likes, the shares, the subscribes. All of that adds to the logarithm and gets me in front of more people. Also the comments. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your support. And everybody have a fantastic day. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace out.